Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Also appreciate those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much. So today we talk about Dune Part 2. And I was a little hesitant to watching this one, not because I didn't like Part 1. It's just trying to find time to watch it. It's like 2 hour and 45-minute runtime. Every weekend I watch 5 movies, so trying to get in a 3-hour movie during that time period is kind of rough, but I took an extra day off, so I figured, you know what, I'll spend that day watching Dune Part 2, and I'm very happy that I did. I'll have to definitely watch Part 3 when it comes out to the theaters, because Part 1 and Part 2 are just fantastic. I might have to buy the trilogy when they're all released. I never have seen the original ones made back in the 80s. I've heard mixed stuff, like some people say it's not good, and I've heard other people enjoy it, so I don't know, if I get a chance to, I'll probably check out the original ones. But these new ones, I am very much enjoying them. And Part 2 did not disappoint whatsoever. It is beautifully made. The cinematography is excellent. I love the landscape they did. Every shot is very well done. Really get pulled into this universe that they've created. Excuse me, get to know every character and just like the world in itself. Would never want to live in a desert world, but I'll tell you what, everything about this is very cool, very slick. Feel like you're right there, like it's an actual real place. Always kind of gripe on CGI, but in this movie, I feel like the CGI is terrific, and very well done. And I have to also say that with Zendaya, I never really gave too much props on her acting. I just thought her acting was okay. But this movie gave me a whole different perspective on Zendaya. I thought she was fantastic in this movie, especially there at the end. I don't know if I should give a spoiler or not. I mean, the movie's been out for a couple years, right? But there at the end, where it's that scene, you know, where she gets kind of portrayed, and just her, I think she got the facial expressions perfect, where you can kind of see the hurt and the portrayal that she just, you know, just witnessed. And I thought she just conveyed that emotion fantastically in that shot. You know, she kind of won me over with that one. I thought she was just an all right actress, but that one, I thought, you know what, she's on another level now. She really can portray different characters, and she can get the emotions across just without words, which is very important, is to be able to, for an actor, to be able to show the audience, you know, how they're feeling and what they're thinking without using words. And I felt like they're not shot. That scene, she did an excellent job. Just love the story in this one. You know, you have the whole idea of prophecy. You know, how do prophecies come true? If you know there's a prophecy out there, is it up to you to make it to come true, or will they just come true by themselves? You know, you kind of get that debate going on in this movie. And then, trying to think of those. Christopher Walken, of course, always plays a very good villain. I don't know, I guess you're a fan of Christopher Walken, or you're not. You know, he's one of those type of actors. I feel like he did a great job portraying the Emperor in this one. You know, just how he carries his lines, mannerisms, the way he walks and stuff. I thought he did a very good job. Maybe it was just Christopher Walken playing Christopher Walken. You know, he just sometimes tend to play the same character in every movie, but I feel like he does a very good job playing the actor, the Emperor, and the carries himself like, you know, kind of slimy type of character and stuff like that. And then you got the great old, I don't remember the character's name in this one, but then you get the young villain who's kind of like a psychopath who loves killing people. And then that fight scene at the end of the movie between him and Timothee, Chalamet, is that how you say his last name? Anyways, between him, those two, the hero and the villain, very well shot. I like the fact that they didn't use any music during the fighting. To me, that made it more tense, more dramatic. Apologize again, I got sinuses of the yin-yang right now. But anyways, I really liked the fight, the last fight at the end of the movie. Very well done, very well choreographed. just how each one of them were using their own strengths against each other. Timothy's character is more of a thinking man, and then our villain guy here is more of a brute. He has a little bit of, thought, strategy, but he's just, psychopath, and his thought is just, how can I kill these people? How can I hurt my foes and destroy them in the most most cruel way. And so I did enjoy that. I liked the Empress as well. Not the Empress, the Princess. I guess the Empress is okay, but the Princess as well. Knowing a little bit more about what's going to happen in part 3, they did kind of change the ending of part 2, where Zendaya's character and Chalamet, Timothee's character are on bad terms at the end of part 2. Spoiler alert, sorry, I ruined it for you. But you should have already seen this movie. And then I guess in the books, they're like still kind of together. She comes like a concubine type of person, but in this one, they're apart. I kind of hope they continue with that, where they're not together. But I assume at some point during the third movie, they'll come together. But I think it would be better if they would stay apart. If I was writing a story, like the original story, I probably would have kept them apart. Because there has to be some kind of consequence to your actions, to the choices, in the books, he kind of gets his cake, bakes his cake and eat it too. He gets both of best worlds. He gets to be emperor, marry the princess, and he gets to stay with the woman he loves as his concubine, but, he still gets to be with her. This one, I feel like if you just keep on separated, I don't know, probably a lot of fans out there probably would hate that idea, but not ever reading the books, just reading the summaries, that's why I know what's going to happen. I just think it would be, better, because his choice has weight to it, has consequences. He had to choose to either be with the Empire and to help the people that way, or to just say no to the Emperor and stay with the girl he loves and try to figure out a way to win the Great War coming up in that direction. So I'm hoping that, him and the princess get married, and then we don't see, Zendaya is out there roaming around doing her thing, whatever they got planned for in the next book. I have no idea. But, keep them separated. Give the man some weight to his consequences. If there's one gripe I had about the talking about Marvel here, Infinity War and Endgame, was that all the deaths at the end of Infinity War didn't mean anything because of what happens in Endgame. You need some consequence. You need to show people that, sometimes you can't have best of both worlds. Like your choices that you make, there are consequences to those. So it'd be nice if they would keep them separated, but who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I have a hunch that they won't. Anyways, have a great day, and let me know your thoughts on Dune 2, Part 2. Interested in reading them. Have a great day, and until next time, bye.